Hey everyone! Want to tell a cool story in English about your achievements? Today, we'll make it easy. We'll use the shadowing method. Just listen and repeat like an echo. Copy my voice and the phrases will become yours. Let's try it right now with 3 sentences from our story. Sentence 1. I fixed a problem. Sentence 2. I saved a lot of money. Sentence 3. I felt really proud. Great! See? You just practiced 3 powerful sentences. Now you're ready to learn the whole story. Let's go!
Part 1. The Problem and the Decision. This week, I decided to fix a problem in my home. This week, I decided to fix a problem in my home. My kitchen sink was blocked for a long time. My kitchen sink was blocked for a long time. The water was draining very slowly. The water was draining very slowly. It was a small but annoying issue. It was a small but annoying issue. Every time I washed dishes, I felt frustrated. Every time I washed dishes, I felt frustrated. I called a plumber, but he was very expensive. I called a plumber, but he was very expensive. So I thought about a different solution. So I thought about a different solution. I remembered that my dad fixed something similar once. I remembered that my dad fixed something similar once. I decided to try and do it myself. I decided to try and do it myself. First, I needed information and tools. First, I needed information and tools. I searched for a tutorial on the internet. I searched for a tutorial on the internet. I found a useful video on YouTube. I found a useful video on YouTube. The man in the video explained everything clearly. The man in the video explained everything clearly. I wrote down the steps in my notebook. I wrote down the steps in my notebook. Then I checked what tools I had at home. Then I checked what tools I had at home. I had an old plunger under the sink. I had an old plunger under the sink. I also needed rubber gloves and a bucket. I also needed rubber gloves and a bucket. I bought a special liquid for blocked pipes from the shop. I bought a special liquid for blocked pipes from the shop. I prepared everything on the floor. I prepared everything on the floor. I was a bit nervous but ready to start. I was a bit nervous but ready to start.
Part 2. The process and the challenge. I put the bucket under the pipe to catch the water. I put the bucket under the pipe to catch the water. I wore the gloves to protect my hands. I wore the gloves to protect my hands. Following the video, I first tried the plunger. Following the video, I first tried the plunger. I pushed and pulled it strongly several times. I pushed and pulled it strongly several times. Unfortunately, it didn't work very well. Unfortunately, it didn't work very well. The water was still not moving. The water was still not moving. I felt a little disappointed. I felt a little disappointed. Then, I tried the chemical liquid from the bottle. Then, I tried the chemical liquid from the bottle. I poured it carefully into the drain. I poured it carefully into the drain. I waited for 30 minutes as the instructions said. I waited for 30 minutes as the instructions said. After that, I poured hot water from the kettle. After that, I poured hot water from the kettle. I heard a strange bubbling sound. I heard a strange bubbling sound. Suddenly, the water started to go down quickly. Suddenly, the water started to go down quickly. I was so happy at that moment. I was so happy at that moment. But the problem wasn't completely solved. But the problem wasn't completely solved. I saw some old food pieces coming up. I saw some old food pieces coming up. I used a small wire to get them out. I used a small wire to get them out. It was not a pleasant job, but it was necessary. It was not a pleasant job, but it was necessary. Finally, I ran the tap for a few minutes. Finally, I ran the tap for a few minutes. The water flowed perfectly, with no delay. The water flowed perfectly, with no delay.
Part 3. The result and the lesson. I cleaned all the tools and washed the bucket. I cleaned all the tools and washed the bucket. I felt a strong sense of satisfaction. I felt a strong sense of satisfaction. I didn't just fix the sink. I learned a new skill. I didn't just fix the sink. I learned a new skill. I also saved a lot of money. I also saved a lot of money. That evening, I told my wife about my success. That evening, I told my wife about my success. She was surprised and very proud of me. She was surprised and very proud of me. She said, "I knew you could do it." She said, "I knew you could do it." Her words made me feel even better. Her words made me feel even better. The next day, I called my dad. The next day, I called my dad. I described to him how I fixed everything. I described to him how I fixed everything. He laughed and gave me some more advice for the future. He laughed and gave me some more advice for the future. Now I look at my kitchen sink differently. Now I look at my kitchen sink differently. It's not just a sink, it's my small victory. It's not just a sink, it's my small victory. This experience taught me an important lesson. This experience taught me an important lesson. Sometimes problems seem bigger than they are. Sometimes problems seem bigger than they are. With a little patience and effort, you can solve them. With a little patience and effort, you can solve them. You don't always need to ask for help immediately. You don't always need to ask for help immediately. Trying first is often the best step. Trying first is often the best step. I feel more confident at home now. I feel more confident at home now. This small achievement made my whole week better. This small achievement made my whole week better.
And that's it. You did an amazing job today. You just practiced a full, real English story. Remember, every small step like this is a big win for your fluency. You've got this. If this practice was useful for you, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories and shadowing exercises every week. Thanks for practicing with me today. Keep going, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.